This portion of Lifestyles is sponsored by the Evansville Regional Airport.
Well, it's hard to believe, but it definitely is starting to feel more like fall today, and holiday travel season then is just around the corner. And the Evansville Airport always working hard to get you to and from your destination, little stress as possible. So Nate Hahn is here with us this morning to kind of tell us all about the travel options out of Evansville, out of right here. Now, we hear that you guys have been busy. So can you tell us kind of how we're kind of back to pretty normal travel? How was the summer? Are things looking for the fall?
Yeah, so summer's always our busiest travel season.
Okay.
And so it's nice to have the lull after the summer.
Yeah, you can breathe a little bit.
We can, but Destin was back with Allegiant. It was very successful again.
That's awesome.
We expect it to be back next year.
Good.
But Orlando has been incredibly successful, and so we're seeing additional traffic for fall break.
That's what I
for
was gonna
Thanksgiving,
say.
for Christmas.
Those kind of trips, I think, to Orlando, people will definitely still be looking for. And if you can fly out of Evansville, you can do it a lot quicker.
Yeah, you're down there in an hour and a half. It's so much more efficient.
Oh my gosh, that sounds perfect, right? And then you're back really quick too. So we know that EVV provides a lot of reliable, exciting travel options for business travelers and for also vacationers. So tell us a lot about the destinations that you guys have.
Yeah, so we're still 2 flights a day to Atlanta, which is the #1 airport in the country, Dallas, which is the #2 airport in the country, and Charlotte, which is the #6 airport in the country.
So if you can get to those,
you can really get
to anywhere. Yeah. That's awesome. So that's very convenient. Those are nonstop flights, right?
They're
you leave
nonstop.
Evansville and you're going to get there.
Yes.
And like you said, the Orlando one is back too. So that's really exciting. So we've also heard kind of that, we know it's important to fly local, but we've heard that a lot of local companies are starting to only fly out of EVV. Tell us about that.
So we launched a program called Fly EVV First. And the goal of that is to really put the ownership on the community. And so the biggest thing that we can do to encourage airlines to bring additional service, increase flights, frequency, new destinations, is by flying out of EVV.
Right.
And so we've talked to a couple dozen business leaders, business community, and said, well, what can you do to help? This is what you can do to help. Guarantee you're going to fly out of Evansville. You're going to support local, and that's what gets us additional service.
When did you guys start this program?
So we launched it about a year ago, not quite a year ago.
Okay.
We got about 20 companies signed up so far.
That's quite a few.
But it's also an individual choice. So again, we love to have the Toyotas and the Berries and the Old Nationals, even Cytex here in Henderson. So we love to have those partners, but it's an individual choice, and that's what it takes to continue to grow air service.
Love that. And if any of us have been to the airport recently, we've kind of noticed there's some dirt being moved in one of the parking lots. So what's going on with that?
There is. So we've been fortunate enough through all the federal programs that we've gained some additional funds and have been able to expand our parking lot. So in 2019, we were having record numbers to the point where we're actually having to shut down drive lanes to park cars.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good position.
I was going to say, that's a good problem.
But it's still a problem.
And you had to do something about it.
And we did. So we started phase 1 of our expansion of our parking lot, additional 300 spaces.
Okay, that's
hopefully
a lot.
we'll be done by next summer and hit by travel season. But it is going gangbusters right now.
Yeah.
Actually, this week they're transitioning to what will be the new entrance drive.
Okay.
Exit drive.
I'm sure there's all kinds of signs, so it will tell you where you need to go.
And ultimately, even with the construction, we have a great team that really it's not going to impact passengers.
And that's kind of the thing about flying, I think, out of Evansville is that, you don't have to get there as early as you do for much larger airports and things like that. Like whenever you're going there, your experience is just a lot easier and a lot smoother.
Well, it is. I mean, we're very efficient. It's a 100-yard walk even from the long-term parking. But the other part of that is also you're traveling with friends and family. Right. Everyone does the, who do I know on this flight? And it is, but it's also our staff, our team. You're supporting your local. All
right, we love it. Thank you so much for coming in and giving us all the info, and good luck here going into the holiday season.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Nate. We're going to be right back with more local lifestyles after this. Ron has his full weather for you.
This portion of Lifestyles is sponsored by the Evansville Regional Airport.